I'm gonna go on a limb and say you're right.
All right. I like to take those hot takes, really deep. Here's the kick. Buffalo deferred here at the top. Darden's the returner. Darden trying that left sideline out of the backfield. And it's a wide snap. Brady trying to fall on it, and he's able to take away against Brady in the first play of the game and scored a touchdown. And I don't know if there were flashbacks for Brady, but very nearly. Brady able to recover it, and now looking to sling it. What a stick! Team. Got blockers out in front. And got it. McKenzie and Stevenson. It's the rookie Stevenson. Back, they have Moss inactive for the game, and they'll get it to Singletary right away.
Loaded, and you're going to see them change up a few things today.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Got an open man at Singletary. He's got another catch. He's got a first.
Protect them. Different kind of blitzes you see here.
1st and 10. Pass batted. The pass plays in the direction of Singletary. Pressure. No chance. Allen with the line. Richard Sherman takes the field. Coming off of IR. And here's Allen dumping it off at the last moment before he went down. And it's Singletary. The punter. Driving it back to Darden at the 23. And a little... Fournette. 6 carries. Been tough against the pass all year. Sees the opening in the defense. Had just 3rd and 2. He's got it. First down.
He's going to move.
On first down. He's got the time and
the plan for that today.
Here's a 2nd and 10. Takes a little something off of it and 2-yard line.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 21.
He'll get to that spot.
That was on Johnson. And it's Fournette. Look at Fournette go. Hides. The only guy that can stop him, but does not. Shoves him into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Give up the big plays in the run game. The weakness is the run. The weakness in disguise is the run defense, and you see right there, the problems still continue. The Colts, the Patriots, and now early in the game, very similar to the Patriots.
Bay of 30 yards or longer. Just any kind of rush, not just a touchdown. The first 30-yard carry was 47 to be exact, and a touchdown. Prayers going up for everyone. Here's a 1st and 10. Diggs, wide receiver screen, trying to get around.
It's really hard to stop this team. They throw it down.
Rolling out with a blocker in front. There goes Allen. Got the first down. The run over's a defender. On first down, they go to Beasley this time. Pressure coming from the edge. And Allen got a 1.5 seconds already in this opening quarter. It's 3rd and 8. Allen's passer. Pretty soon he was in their league. That goes out 7th. Super Bowl 55 as Fournette. The legends of the game. Another legend of the game. Here's a 2nd and 6. Only 8. Here they sneak. That's an old Brady special. He felt it, and he slides up ahead to the 39. The guy we should be calling Speedy. Here's 1st and 10. Gronk gets into the
1st and 2nd down guy.
Here he is on 2nd down. Just needed a... There's Godwin. Slicing through that defense. It's Atlanta 15 for 143. Time for Tom to go long to Gronk. Knocked down at the last moment.
Boyer with poise at the end. You notice he didn't grab.
There's a blitz. Picked up again. Johnson 2 here. Bucks driving again. Stepping up. Gonna run for it again. Bucks heads and reaches across.
Someone missed. It's because he uses his eyes and his body weight.
Here's a first down throw. Out of the backfield before Net. Down the sideline and diving down near the...
Well done.
Bucks, they've been dominant in the first quarter at home. Going back over the last 9 games. They got the 7-0 edge after 1 here. And they're right at the door again. Brady. at the end zone. Stepping up again, and he's side. Bottom of your screen. Hand it off to Fournette. They stay. Flushed, throwing, back to the end zone, incomplete. That means out comes Suckup. For the short field goal, that is good.
The one game.
First down. Take the handoff from the pocket. He fires it to an open receiver, Emmanuel Sanders.
He sent code early and often. I think they're going ahead and doing that.
Here's the pass complete.
Legal shift on the offense. Number 14 and 79. We're moving at the same time.
Davis, as it's a 1st and 15 for the Bills. Pass complete. What a catch. McKenzie, one of those lined up in the backfield. Allen looks up ahead. He's got Davis at the 20. Down the ground now. The tight end has got 7 touchdown catches this season. Allen in traffic. 2nd and goal. Gonna keep it. Gonna take off. Gonna fight for it. Across the middle and over the head. And the Bills put up 3. Rush 4. Brady has the time and the accuracy.
Great job.
Donovan just went over 1,000 on the season. As Gronkowski gets a 2nd catch. Breaks tackle.
One stopping one-on-one. Run! Here's Fournette. Give him up. This team creates him a ton. Something's going to give.
2nd and 5. 3rd and 5. And that's knocked away.
By the job of
Pass
blowing off.
interference. Defense, number 30. Ball be placed as part of the foul. Automatic. First down.
That left hand, you can't. If he wouldn't have grabbed with that left arm, put it over his shoulder, he would have been okay. That is pass interference. That
back in the red zone for the Bucs. And out of the backfield, Fournette. Nice catch. 2nd and 5. Ball in and out of the hands.
High comes down underneath. Fournette knew he was going to take a. This is a big.
Went to the end zone, and it's pulled down. What a catch. Mike Evans.
Ball. Only someone like Brady and Evans can this actually be caught. Brady takes a shot right when he throws it and still puts it 1 inch, 2 inches over Hyde's hands where only Evans could get it.
This time, if he catches another one for number 700. He gave this one away, but not the next one if there is one. I can promise you that.
Oh, yeah. 60 touchdowns and no picks. That's a quarterback you should go get.
Stevenson. And the blitz. Allen's able to step. Truly the real deal. He's done so much for Galveston. So cool to see his high school being honored and represented here today as McKenzie gets first down. Another blitz. And it's White.
Creates confusion.
2nd and 17. And again, to Knox. Trying to get past one defender with Arizona on top. Green Bay and Tampa Bay.
I mean, to me, it's big effort.
First down. Brady finds Gronkowski. Milano. Bucks have scored on the last 3 drives as Fournette runs into a Green Bay both. 2. Here is Godwin. Of course, Green Bay has the head-to-head over way from the grand slam of quarterback stats, if you will, as Fournette. It's Gronk. And blitzing. Brady has to launch it, and Evans catches it.
Through this ball.
He's got the completion record. 3 attempts. Now most all time.
You're going to see that.
Holds them all.
Here comes something fancy right here. Hand out the middle, Jeff.
And that's Fournette. The sneak. And the touchdown. The rush touchdown for Brady, his second of the season, and the lead now swells to 21.
Hit what you said.
You know, kids, we heard from Kansas City, Miami, and Chicago, now Buffalo, and the Bills. With it to be intermission.
And I love this.
Flags out, might be offside against.
Yes. Point in the game right here.
Off the first penalty of the game against Tampa Bay. Allen able to unload it. Was that picked? Right off the ground. It is an interception, and it's Richard Sherman.
It was hard to tell. That's an interception, Jim.
O.J. Howard in the game for Tampa Bay. Brady. You're talking about the career grand slam. And he said, of course, to us, the one thing he cares about is that first one. Wins. He's not bad. He's got a few. Here's Fournette. Directing traffic before the snap. Here they come.
Really well done.
Pinion with his second punt. His first one's 55 yards. They get a fourth carry.
To me, though, these are rushes, Jim.
Yeah, but without a running back touching. But no timeouts. And here they come. Looking down. And
Davis, I think he grabbed his back when I was watching down there. Watch him hold that jersey right there. You see the bottom?
they blitz again. It's Davis coming after him. Oh, last moment.
Prior to any fouls at the line of scrimmage, delay game. Offense.
15, 21 seconds. Rushing only 3. The fourth coming up. It's White. Gets it away, but out of bounds.
This is a team last year that was dominant. They're good. Impressive what Tampa Bay just did in this half.
Over 300 yards of offense in the half. Hawks going to have a nice punt here. Sometimes that second go-around, too, is a big different story.
Yeah, a guy named Bill Belichick had a second go-around, didn't he?
That worked out all right.
Yeah.
Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles, Tom Brady. The Buccaneers dominant in the first half. 5th straight home game, leading by at least 20. How about that? 24-3. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station. Power saying clearly the more physical team is Tampa Bay, as you heard Phil say.
They are both out as well. Bernard has a hip injury, Jim.
Okay, here's Allen on first down. Thank you, Tracy. Goes to Davis. And again, it's a key.
Third, you got to sprinkle it in just so that way the pressure is not extreme. Right away.
Here they come again. Got it away quickly. And look at that for Hawk already. Oh, no, it's a fake. They go with the fake. And it's Breida tripped up and stopped. Here's Fournette.
And Tom's not one of the quarterbacks. He's like, okay, now we got to just do nothing but beat clock.
3rd and 8. They go.
Come up the middle, throw it right away.
Ball bounced up into the air, and it's still tipped, and almost
Complete. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 91. It's a 15-yard penalty. It'll be a first down for Buffalo. Timeout on the field.
Here's a carry by Singletary. Look at this run.
Boy, would have made it. This would have been called back.
Called back. Mitch Morris with a great block on that last play. Here's Diggs. It's a wrestling move. Pins him.
Got a friend named Andy who's big into wrestling.
18 to the 39 of Tampa.
And here it goes.
2nd and 10.
Just get one guy. The communication is much more difficult.
3rd and 10. Trying to pick up their first 3rd down conversion, and they do.
If it were me. No. Ooh.
Yeah, I have the card.
I'll give it to him. QB powered. He's going to run right.
Allen had 7 rushing for Allen, who on first down tries to go with the screen and knocks. 2nd and 12. Here's another screen, Tony. Singletary. Allen keeps it again. There's room there. Allen to the end zone. room, and Buffalo has his first touchdown.
Get the first down, had to punt, and didn't get it on the punt fake, but all of a sudden here, this drive, Josh Allen
And the Bills post a touchdown. Josh Allen picked up a big fourth down and then gets the touchdown. In Tampa Bay history, recently moving past Mike Allstott.
It's the nuance that everyone's able to go to.
As Jones.
Offense now, having been here, the continuity.
They run it again.
Both these defenses are in the top 4 or 5 in the league in turnovers. That's why.
2nd and 7 going deep. Gronk.
Has outstanding safeties, and you see Poyer's in great position. Just the size is different. What a throw, and almost an incredible catch.
He almost David Tyree'd it.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at this. Tyree'd. 3rd and 7. Diving attempt. Fall. Pinion. End over end. Stevenson. He dropped way back. Nowhere near it. Defense just made quick work of it. There's 2nd and 6. There's Breida again. He's got a running lane, and he's got a first down at the 40. Yes, here they come. As Allen takes off. And it's taking 5. Ball tipped and
Down at the bottom of your screen. Get it out quickly.
out quickly to Singletary. Needs to try to get. And now the 5th punt for Hawk. Fair catch signal.
May make the argument for right decisions, but if they keep this, if it's 5-6 minutes, get spread out, do all this stuff, you got to be able to show run or pass.
2nd and 8. Caught Evans. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Hanging out, waiting for it. That's Johnson. 4-10, heading to the 4th. You're watching the NFL on CBS. In the 4th. They seal the pocket for him. Brady's pass. He did get pressure
On the play. Prior to the pass, holding. Defense number 30. Holding. Offense number 66.
Game 1. 3rd and 6. Pressure. Pass. Caught. That's snappy decision making. 1st and 10. Fournette was on the 3rd down as well. 2nd and 3. Fournette tried to go wide with it. Bought himself some time and some room. And he's down to the 15. To Godwin. Rid of it in a hurry, but only 14 sacks on the season. Here's the jump pass. Almost intercepted.
Brady throws off his back foot, and Jackson has this right here. How come he didn't finish? Oh,
A touchdown pass. 68 targets against him all year. 3rd and 10. Godwin. And that kick. They marked the anniversary of Tampa Bay's first ever win. December 11th, 1977. Came against the Saints. They had started 0-26 as a franchise. And then that day, back in December of 77, they got their first ever win. Here's Allen. As it has been all day, they're after him. There's Knox. Game on a field goal by Dave Green. Steve Spurrier was the Bucs quarterback. There's Diggs.
it was the start probably of the real Tampa, like round them here, right? This is the 2nd since then, maybe?
Yep. 7 crazy score to the St. Louis Rams in the greatest show on turf. Averaging 23.5 yards per rush. How about that? Slice it another way as Allen.
Yeah, but just that move on 26, just shaking Adams, and then you throw it right back to the other. Look left, fire right, look right, go left.
Down the middle, and it's a touchdown by Dawson Knox. In Brentwood, Tennessee is another touchdown for the Bills.
And this is great. He actually looked.
In the 2nd half, Allen to Knox, and they're back to within 10. Down strike to Knox. Kick with an opening.
Return, holding, receiving team number 98.
For a touchdown each. And now Fournette as they start back at the 10. Good tackle. 2nd and 9. Tried to bring pressure. Was well protected. Gronk.
Put that left hand around his head like earlier, and right there does a good job. They're both battling.
Boy, it's 8:21 to go. You got a 3rd and 9, and
runs over. One guy comes, the other one runs over.
Pass incomplete.
All back.
And let's see where they'll start. It's a short kick traveling near the 50 and bouncing backward. It's down at the 46.
Tom Brady in a huge moment with the playoffs hanging in the back.
That ball hangs in there and finds Beasley.
4th quarter this year.
Nice nifty run, but goes
one-on-one and fire it to him.
Who set it down? To get it down to a score. Complete. Protected better than ever today. Pass sideline. On 1st down. Go underneath. Singletary.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense.
Who hit him? Was he blocked into him?
If he's blocked into him, it's not a penalty.
Going to move Knox in motion. Goes to the end zone. Too high. Last series. He loves to go to him down here, but looks another way. He's got Davis. And the Bills have another touchdown.
And the leverage, watch. He's got inside. It's just reading the field. And all of a sudden, Davis, that's that tight split. When they have a tight split, Jim, Bills fans here coming in for this game.
Again in 2 weeks. Here's a 2nd and 5. Wide open. 1st down. Evan.
Feels like Buffalo, they can't be slowed down right now.
Fournette. It's a 2nd and 6. Brady still has it. They're chasing after him. He lofts it high in the air. Here we go. Brady in trouble. Somehow avoids the sack and gets the 1st down.
There are fouls against both teams on the play.
We got to do it again.
Holding. Defense number 58. Holding. Offense number 76.
Buddy, he's going to come and take the back.
Milano coming after him. And he got to him. Matt Milano.
Big play.
Opinion. Big hang time here. Comes to the 18. Stevenson. Champs. Complete. Allen going to take off for that 1st down yardage, and he's got it.
If he does, it's tough to block.
Here's a 1st and 10. Knox. And the Bills surging. Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen on the
Guarding one of these two on the bottom, helping out at least.
To give him some time. Pass caught, but
Quarterback looks, I like the play. Let's go ahead and do it.
Bills have got to have it. Here's Allen's pass caught. Davis fighting for the yardage. What an effort by Gabriel Davis to get it by a yard. He's going to be stopped right here. There he is.
You can take a shot outside.
1st down. Here comes the blitz. Cockrell. Diggs was open. Pass is complete. Down to the 39.
You can actually take your shot, but you got to get it out quick.
Rush 5. Pass complete. Down on downs. Now you got a chance to atone for a lot of those miscues. There's Knox. Plucks it out of the air. Slips to a tackle. He's racing down to the 14. Picks up 24. And out from the 15 with 38 seconds. On a remarkable comeback. Can they complete it? Here's 2nd and 10. Rolling out. Dancing down that sideline. And he's out of bounds near.
But your quarterback, they're going to make him throw it right away. They're coming after him.
Here you go. To the end zone. To Diggs. They were tangled up, and there is no flag. Pass's kick is good. Dead center into the net.
going to squib kick it.
What they're going to do.
The reason is they want you to return it and take some time.
Yeah, that's it. Darden
Down this, move into the fourth.
Your choice.
Tails.
Choice is tails. It's tails, Buffalo.
deep. Stevenson with the return, which he will not have a chance.
It's been doing all day, and you're going to see. Again, you know what I mean? They can just turn it on. When they do, it makes it really difficult on the opposing teams.
Pass pulled down by B.
You got Diggs one-on-one.
Pass wide of the mark. That's now. Wait the punt return. Darden over his head. And what a punt it is.
They just hand it off right here. This time, same thing.
Fournette trying to get ahead. 2nd and 7. Hits.
That's the line. He's not going to run quarterback sneak. He'll hand it off.
Fournette. He appears to be stopped. Say
After
Tampa
reviewing
Bay.
the play, the ruling of a first down stands.
First down at the 16. Brady going for a deep pass. Never turning around was Wallace, and they flag him for it.
Well, you know what, Tony? It's on because when Wallace is chasing Evans, Evans realizes Wallace doesn't put his hand or his head around. Evans grabs Wallace and brings him to him. To me, that's either nothing or you've got Wallace actually grabbing the defender.
Thank you, Gene. And this is going to lose big yardage.
Not going to hand this ball off. Tom Brady's not giving this one up.
Here's Brady from the pocket. Back to Gronk. Slicing through the defense. Against the Bills defense all year. And here he is on 3rd and 3 from the pocket. Connecting. Has Perriman taking it all the way for the win.
And feel it, watch. Edmonds right in the middle. Tom's looking left. He's just moving Edmonds enough so he can throw the game-winning touchdown pass. And how many touchdowns is that for Tom Brady?
Number 700 all time comes on the game winner. Regular and post, 700 it is. Perriman, he had not been a part of the story all game long. Another bitter loss for the Bills. So, some of you saw Garoppolo lead the 49ers to victory, and here his mentor able to pull it out in overtime as well. Bucks over the Bills, 33-27 is the final score. Tonight on CBS Begins with 60 Minutes. For Tony Tracy, Gene Steratore, Jim Nance saying so long from Tampa. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.